You're not losing control by accident. You're giving it away, piece by piece, reaction by reaction, emotion by emotion. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't even realize it's happening until their life feels heavy, chaotic, and out of control. This is where everything changes, because what you're about to hear isn't motivation. It's exposure. One of these principles will hit you harder than the rest. And when it does, you'll understand exactly why you've been stuck. No matter how hard you try, stay locked in, because the final principle, that's the one most people avoid their entire life. 1. If you don't choose your purpose, life will choose it for you. Epictetus made it clear. You either live with intention, or you become a product of everything around you. No middle ground, no neutral state. Without purpose, you wake up reactive. You move without direction. You chase things that don't fulfill you. And then you wonder why you feel empty, even when you're busy. A firm purpose doesn't remove pressure, it removes confusion. And confusion is what destroys most people in silence. Define what you stand for, or prepare to fall for everything. 2. Your emotions are not the problem. Your obedience to them is. Marcus Aurelius warned, you have power over your mind, not outside events. But most people reverse it. They try to control the world while being controlled by their feelings. That's why a bad comment ruins their day. A delay ruins their mood. A mistake ruins their confidence. That's not weakness. That's lack of discipline. Because every emotion asks one question: will you follow me or lead me? Most people follow. That's why they stay stuck. 3. If criticism breaks you, it's because you haven't built yourself yet. Seneca made this brutal. He who fears criticism will never do anything worth doing. Let that sink in. If someone's opinion can shake you, you're still depending on external validation, and that's dangerous, because people are inconsistent. Their opinions change, their respect shifts, their approval is unstable. So if your confidence is built on them, it will collapse. Strong people don't ignore criticism, they filter it. Take what builds you, discard what weakens you, but never let it define you. 4. Offense is emotional weakness disguised as strength. This one most people hate, because it exposes something deeper. Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react. That means nobody made you angry. Nobody forced you to react. You chose it, instantly, unconsciously, repeatedly. And that pattern, it's predictable. If someone can trigger you easily, they control you, period. Power is not loud reactions. Power is restraint. The moment you master that pause, you separate yourself from 99% of people. 5. Fear controls your life more than failure ever will. Let's be real. You're not stuck because you failed. You're stuck because you're afraid to fail again. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." That's not poetic. That's literal. Most of your stress is about things that haven't happened and might never happen. But your body reacts like they already did. That's self-created pressure, and it drains your confidence before you even start. The solution? Face it, name it, break it down, move toward it, because fear shrinks when you stop running. 6. If you don't prepare for hardship, you will panic when it arrives. This is where most people lose control. They expect life to go smoothly. So when it doesn't, they collapse. Marcus Aurelius practiced this daily. Expect difficulty. not as negativity, but as preparation. When you anticipate problems, you stay calm when they happen. When you don't, everything feels personal, everything feels unfair, and that mindset, it destroys resilience. Strong people aren't lucky, they're ready. 7. Your reactions are shaping your future in real time. Every reaction has a cost. Every impulse leaves a trace. Epictetus taught, make the best use of what is in your power. Your reaction is in your power, always. So ask yourself, are your reactions building your future or sabotaging it? Because one moment of anger can destroy respect. One emotional decision can ruin opportunity. One lack of control can cost everything. And most people realize this too late. 8. Discipline is the real flex, not motivation. Motivation fades, feelings fluctuate. But discipline, that's stable. Seneca emphasized, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. But preparation requires discipline. Not mood, not inspiration, consistency. Doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. That's what separates people who talk from people who move. 9. Acceptance is the fastest way to regain control. Most people waste energy fighting reality. They resist what already happened, and in doing that, they stay stuck. Marcus Aurelius said, accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny. Acceptance is not giving up. It's seeing clearly. Because once you accept, you can act. But until you accept, you're trapped in denial. And denial kills progress. 10. If your life feels chaotic, it's because you're out of alignment. This is the one most people avoid, because it requires honesty. Epictetus taught, first say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do. If your actions don't match your values, you feel it internally. Constant tension, silent frustration, lack of clarity. That's not confusion, that's misalignment. And no amount of success, money, or validation will fix that. Only alignment will. Now here's the truth most people don't want to hear. You don't need more time. You don't need more information. You don't need another reset. You need control. Control of your mind. Control of your reactions. Control of your direction. Because life doesn't calm down for you. You calm yourself within it. And once you do, everything changes. Not because life got easier, but because you stopped being easy to break. If this hit you, don't just watch it, run it back. Because the second time, you'll catch what you missed. And that's where the real shift begins.